My name is Anthony Elia, and this is speech number 2, demonstration speech with a visual aid. You're sitting at work, and your boss asks you your opinion on which flyer you want to use for the next sales meeting. And you just look at him and you say, "I don't care, pick any one you want," in a tired, irritated sort of way. So he looks at you and says, "Well, that's a bad attitude to have." And you say, "I'm sorry, I just didn't get enough sleep last night." So, not realizing that you just made a bad impression on your boss just because you had a bad night's sleep, you try to make it better by being extra nice that day. A lot of us throughout our days, we try to stay up watching the Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien, and we try to get up early in the morning to go to work the next day, and we get about 5 to 6 hours of sleep, 7 hours of sleep, and it's just not enough. Sleep is a part of our daily life that many of us take advantage of. Many of us think that we can continually get by on this 5 or 6 hours of sleep. While we also believe this, we take for granted our health issues, which seem to haunt us in the latter years of our lives. Sleep, who needs it? Well, we all do. I have worked in the home healthcare industry for about 11 years, and I have talked to doctors about sleep for about 3 of those years. Using some of my experience today, I would like to talk to you about why a good night's sleep is hard. It's hard to get in today's work environment, why sleep should make us feel better physically, emotionally, and mentally, and why sleep is essential for people with a sleeping disorder such as sleep apnea. A good night's sleep is not easy to get in today's work environment. Today's work ethic is pretty crazy. I know that I go to bed about 11 every night, and I get up about 5:30 and work hard all day for about 10, 11 hours every day, 5 days a week, sometimes Saturday mornings as well. So today's work ethic in America is very, very, very difficult. But everybody's trying to do better and live a better life. For example, the transportation industry is very difficult today as well. Airline pilots are working their 24-hour, during their 24-hour period, they're working 10, 11-hour shifts, and they're only allowed 8-hour breaks. That includes being the time that they land the airplane to the time that they get back to the airplane. So that's 8 hours of going to the hotel, getting sleep, and then going back to the airport. You only get 8 hours. So that's just an example of the crazy work ethic today. Is same with interstate trucking. In Australia, it's a big concern because people are getting more fatigued, and there's a lot more truck crashes happening in Australia. Also, an example of getting not enough sleep is motherhood. Being a new mother, having a newborn is very difficult. In our experience, we have 3 children, and my wife had a very difficult time getting sleep and being cranky because of not getting enough sleep. So that is definitely a big issue today. In addition to all these roles that sleep plays in our everyday lives, let's look at some of the reasons why we should get a good night's sleep. Getting a good night's sleep should make us feel better physically, emotionally, and mentally. So how much sleep do we really need? No one really knows. Most people say 8 hours is good enough, but we do not know if people should get more than 8 hours or less than 8 hours. But we definitely feel better when we get at least 8 hours. So what does a good night's sleep feel like? You feel better because your body gets a chance to heal. You're also in a better mood as well. And what does a bad night's sleep feel like? One way we can tell if we're having a bad night's sleep is through something called sleep deprivation. And sleep deprivation involves depriving yourself of sleep, basically. If you lose one night, if you go one whole night without sleep, the next day you'll be very moody and very irritated with people. If you go 2 nights without sleep, you become even more irritated, and you start to lose some memory, some memory loss. And if you lose three or more nights of sleep, you'll actually hallucinate. You have hallucinations. So we definitely don't want to go past 3 nights of sleep. Things you can do to improve your quality of life by getting more sleep. You can get yourself on a regular routine. Try to go to bed at 10 o'clock every night and get up 6 or 7 o'clock. Add more music to your life is a very, very good way to get better quality of life. Adding color to your life as well, and balancing exercise and sleep. One thing I do is I try to get up early and work out every morning, but you have to balance that with your life, with your work ethic, and your family and everything. You can't work out too much, obviously. With all these factors taken into consideration, many of us have tried and failed. One reason may be because of a sleeping disorder such as sleep apnea.